What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Jay's Life Out Loud. We have a special guest today. We're gonna show you. We bringing the money to you today. We're gonna bring the money to you. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey, everybody. I am Chrissy Pips, and today we have just a little bit of the sauce to share with you, okay?
All right, then. All right, all right. So, tell us, what is it that you do?
So, the long and short of it is I trade in the foreign exchange and cryptocurrency markets for profit as like my primary source of income.
Okay. So, we all hear about stocks and bonds and IRAs, and we look at the stock market. What is cryptocurrency? Break it down for us.
So, cryptocurrency is the digital version of cash.
Okay,
That's the long and sweet of it. It's just a digital version of money.
got you. And we know that you can go in and buy stock, certain amount of shares and uh, things like that. How does cryptocurrency work?
So with crypto, you use it the same way that you use conventional fiat currency to buy and sell goods and services. So if you wanted to Porsche, like let's use Bitcoin since everybody's most familiar with that, right?
Okay,
So just because you see the $10,000 price tag of a single coin doesn't mean that's what you need to invest
got
because that $10,000 is actually equating to 10,000 US dollars.
got
So if you wanted to purchase, let's say, a bag of chips from the store, a bag of chips is about $1.59. So that's the amount that you would need in cryptocurrency to purchase that bag of chips. So you don't have to have the whole thing. You can actually purchase a portion of it.
you. Okay. Now, what makes cryptocurrency better than regular cash?
So, in my opinion,
Hmm.
I like cryptocurrency because of the use cases. Okay.
Okay,
So
explain it to
cryptocurrency can be used to buy and sell goods and services, but there are also different currencies and tokens that can be used for other things. So if you have, well, one of my favorite coins right now is VChain.
me.
VChain
Okay,
has an agreement with Louis Vuitton, Nike, and some pharmaceuticals. What they do is they give an item a unique identifier, right? So
okay,
let's say we wanted to walk into a store where somebody's saying that they have Louis Vuitton belts for $50.
okay.
Okay. Now we can scan that unique identifier to tell if it's actually an authentic Louis Vuitton belt
Oh, wow.
or if it's a knockoff. It's the same thing with Nike. It's the same thing with pharmaceuticals. You can scan it and you can tell how long it's been on the shelf, which is
Wow.
very important in the pharmaceutical industry.
Right. You definitely want to have fresh medication. You don't want nothing that's been sitting around for 10 years that they trying to slide off on
Exactly, because they can just change the label on it and put it back out.
you.
And
Okay.
that's not what we want.
Right. So this is with the cryptocurrency, there seems like it's more benefits than just carrying cash or using your credit card or something like that.
Yeah, and there it's faster. So if you were to do a bank transfer from here in the United States to Canada, it takes a couple days, right?
Okay.
And there's a big fee associated with it. With
Right.
cryptocurrency, it takes a couple minutes and the fee is smaller.
Wow.
So we're kind of eliminating the middleman to save and to do transactions faster. Not to mention Bitcoin is actually it's been released onto its own satellite. So no matter what happens on the planet, the blockchain technology that's used to see every single transaction cannot be altered, it cannot be modified, and it's extremely hard to tamper with. So you can see where your money's going and you have a unique identifier. So it doesn't have like your name and social security number attached to it, but you know it's you, right? But let's say if an EMP is like just put off somewhere on the planet and all electronics are wiped out, what happens?
You
As
lose
long as
everything.
we can get power, we can still verify transactions and keep money moving faster.
Right.
So it's a lot of things that it does.
Yes. Versus a lot of scams and frauds that are going on with regular cash and debit cards. I mean, nowadays they got it so people can just walk by you and get your information from scanning it. So that would
Exactly.
definitely go, you from waking up in the morning, the bank calling you saying somebody took a certain amount out your banking account, just by using a fake card. That is it almost comes with its own security.
Exactly.
So, how long have you been doing crypto?
So I've been trading for 2 years, but I just got deeper into crypto this past year.
Okay. What has been the difference before when you were dealing in just cash and maybe credit cards and bank cards to getting into the crypto?
The biggest thing, like the biggest benefit that I've seen, is the dividends.
Okay.
So I've decided to invest in a few different tokens that pay dividends every 3 days, every 8 days.
Okay.
That has been fun because when you think about your money and you think about inflation being 2 to 3%, right?
Hmm.
If your money's in a traditional bank account and inflation is 2 to 3%, but that bank account is only paying you 1 to 2%, you actually lose money every year.
Right.
That's
But
that's
they're
a
making money off your money.
Exactly. And they're doing
Right.
what I do off
Right.
of the money that you've put in the bank, but they're only giving you 1 to 2%. Let's say 1%, because a lot of them do like zero point 0.5 and zero point 0.6. But let's say they're giving you 1%. Meanwhile, I can trade the money myself. And instead of making 1%, I can do 1% a trade. I can do 1% a day. I can do 1% a month. It depends on what I specify.
Okay. You have more control over your money.
Exactly. And you can diversify your investments. So just like I have the coin VeChain that's linked to Louis Vuitton and Nike, I have other coins that are linked to banks. Um, the US has a coin called Ripple that the
Okay.
government's working with. So that's another coin that I've invested in. And the more adoption that you get with these coins, the bigger they grow in value, which means being an early adopter is always a plus because you
Okay.
get to reap the benefits of the value that everything gains.
Gotcha. So, I as you talk about crypto, you keep mentioning the different coins. So within the U.S. Money that we have physically in our hands, uh, whether it's a dollar, $5, a quarter, a nickel. So you're telling me that crypto has its own separate entities within the crypto?
Yeah.
Break that down for us?
So you have coins and you have tokens.
Okay.
Coins are, let's just say, the big brother, like the father of them. So Bitcoin, and you can have things built on Bitcoin. You
Okay.
can have Ethereum and you can have things built on Ethereum that make smaller tokens. So what it does is the coins themselves or the tokens themselves have different use cases for different things. So they have different names.
Okay.
So it's all crypto, but it just depends on what you're using it for.
Now, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I'm sure not the dumbest. So I'm picking up a lot right now. For the layman that wants to get in it, um, I know you have a company and business partners. Can you tell us more if we want to get into it and we want to come to you and get more? Tell us, the company, how you do it, and all of that.
Okay. So I am a part of I Am Mastery Academy. I Am Mastery Academy is just that. It's an academy that gives you access to hundreds of educators. You get access to those educators during their live sessions so that you can actually chat and get your questions answered. If you miss a live session, you get access to those recordings so that you can catch up. And in addition to that, there are lots of tools that you get at your disposal. Now, my favorite in particular is called the harmonic scanner. If you're new to trading foreign exchange or trading crypto, there's
Okay.
a scanner that will scan the market for trade entries for you. It gives you where you need to enter, it gives you where you need to exit, and it gives you something called a stop loss that prevents you from losing money on your transaction if the market goes the opposite direction.
Okay.
So I love the academy because it has so many different, like every educator is a 6 or 7 figure educator. That's how they got on the platform. And we get to trade with 6 and 7 figure traders and take their setups and see their analysis. And they teach us that as well.
Okay. So if I signed up today, I would be able to learn from the basics and start at the ground floor.
Mhm.
What would be, let's say, maybe 3 to 5 basic rules that you would give somebody, or information or guidance that you would give them at the beginning of getting into cryptocurrency?
Okay, so first things first, we need you to learn what private keys are, what public keys are, stable coins, transactional coins, functional coins. Those are the top 5 things to learn about cryptocurrency. Once
Okay.
you learn those things, getting like the subtle nuances of what individual coins do kind of comes along. And after those 5 things, you learn how to research coins on your own and find out if they have a good use case. How many people have already been involved with that coin, what partnerships and things like that they have, which is also important when you're trying to invest.
Okay. So um, if I'm going in and I'm taking notes at the same time and hit some of these backup questions. So if I'm going in and I have a certain amount of money that I want to invest in crypto, but I'm not ready to put my money into it yet. What programs are in place to be able to at least mock being in the market?
So, one of my favorite things to tell everybody is the platform that we use to trade on is called MetaTrader 4.
Okay,
MetaTrader 4 lets you trade live and demo. And when you're trading demo, it's like using monopoly money in the real market.
gotcha,
So you get to experience every high, low, and movement, and you get to try to put in your trades and get acclimated to the system before you actually put in live money.
gotcha. So you can get your practice on before you play with that real money.
Listen, and I've been doing this for 2 years now. I still use my demo account to test out new strategies and things like that. So it always comes in handy.
Okay, that's definitely good.
Mhm.
So give me the benefits. If I'm just getting into crypto, I can say, well, I'm just gonna go online and uh, find out myself, and I'm not going. I don't need nobody to. I'm gonna just bump my head a little. I'll get it right. Versus coming to you and joining the school and learning what what are the benefits.
Well, the first benefit is that you're going to be getting an education from people who actually do it every day. I want to get my advice. Right. I want to get my advice. I would rather bump my head in demo taking a trade from somebody that has 6 or 7 figures in the industry already.
Right.
So that's like the number one benefit is that you're actually trading in the market with traders who've been successful and so successful that they've been deemed like good enough to educate others on how to be successful, right?
Right.
So you get access to the educators. And like I said before, if you miss a session and you can't get on live, you can still see those recordings. So the platform itself, like I Am Mastery Academy, gives you the ability to learn at your own pace.
Okay.
If you have a 9 to 5, if you have kids, you take care of your family, right? We know that sometimes if there's a session at 11 o'clock in the morning, you might not be available,
Right.
but that recording is going to be there for when you are. Like we literally have some people that binge watch the entire weekend just to catch
Oh,
up on what we do.
so these
So
recordings stay on there for, is it a certain amount of
forever,
time? Forever? Okay. You
listen, I
never
can
have.
go back two
Okay.
years and see like one of my favorite educators and
Okay.
see the first session, you
Got it.
know? So yeah, and that's why I said you can learn at your own pace. So it's not it's you go as fast or as slow as you want to go. And we understand that life happens in between. Maybe you're on every session for a couple weeks, but then your schedule changes.
Right.
So it makes it so that it's flexible enough to change with your schedule.
Okay.
And then another benefit to actually being part of the academy is being able to take advantage of being part of that community. This is almost $1 trillion a day that's moving around in the cryptocurrency space and 7.3 trillion that's moving around in foreign exchange. So I don't have a problem with giving out a trade. There's more than enough money flowing through
Yeah.
that market that we can all eat off the same trade,
Okay.
right?
Right.
And just being a part of a community that doesn't have that greedy perspective
Hmm.
is very important. Like I'm part of a community full of people who want to see me succeed,
Okay.
right? And that's very big, especially when you're learning something new. And finance for a lot of us and money for a lot of us is definitely something that we want to learn, but you want to learn it with the right people,
Right.
you know?
Um, I'm a piggyback off of what you ended that with. Learning from the right people. What makes your academy the right choice?
The amount of educators, we were actually just in Forbes last month because of
Wow.
what we do. Um, and it's just the community in general is one of like my top reasons for still being a part of the platform,
Okay.
still being in the academy, because we do live events, or we did live events before all of this crazy stuff started happening. But I went to an event in Dallas, and every single person, every stranger I talked to there, it was like cousins that I just hadn't seen in a really long time. Like I was excited to meet new people, and new people were excited to meet me, right? Just the community itself.
Now,
And like I said, there's no greed here. So
right? It's a share. They want everybody to get the money.
everybody get the bag,
The,
okay?
the event that you went to, was it just people from the academy, or was it people from other walks of life, or
So the event that I went to in Dallas was everybody that's in the company, whether they just started 2 days ago or been in it 10 years. What happens at the events is you get a chance to meet some of the educators that are on the platform and go to their classes live. You get to see people get all types of awards and accolades. You get to hear some of the top people in the company like give you that pep talk that you need to keep going.
okay?
It's like money church, okay?
Got it. Well, let me ask you this. I know one thing that you said. You mentioned that some of the coins are connected to different brands. So, with that said, we both know that within the black community, we do spend a lot of money on name brand items. I mean, whether it's Versace, Gucci, or
Mhm.
whatever it may be. Give us some of the brands that are also dealing in crypto.
Well, just that one coin alone, V chain,
Hmm.
that one is linked to Nike and linked to Louis Vuitton,
Okay.
right? So, just like you said, we buy brands. So, why not invest in something that's going to grow and you get a payoff off of it,
No, most definitely.
right? Like, don't just go spend your money, get your money to make you a little bit of money too.
Exactly. Now, um, we were just sitting here talking, and I'm listening, and it's a lot of information to take in.
Hmm.
And some would say, well, I don't know, that's a lot of different, you know, things to learn and take in and jargon to learn or whatever. At the simplest, what could we do to get into crypto?
Well, the simplest thing would be to join my team, right?
Gotcha.
Now, the way that we have things structured on our team specifically starts you off with a syllabus.
Okay.
You learn the background, you learn the vocabulary first, so that when you're jumping into the meetings, it doesn't sound like we're speaking like Swahili mixed with a little bit of French on the side, right?
Gotcha.
So after that, then we start to teach you some of the tools. Then we start to teach you what some of those tools do. And then some of the tools do multiple things. So we start teaching you pieces of it, right?
Okay.
And just having that structure makes it so that you're on a bit of a staircase. You're going to get this step before you get this step and this step and this step. And it's going to keep going like that.
So you never
So,
feel like you've fallen behind, or
exactly.
and I mean we all know that, and you know for anybody that's watching, and you may feel like, oh, that's a lot of information, or I mean, being a parent is a lot of information. It's a lot to and you have to learn as you go. So I think we should never be afraid to go into different markets and find out about things. And
Right.
also, anything that you invest in, you should read up on or find out more information and take your time getting in. I think because with 401k, if you have it through your job, it's easy because somebody else is doing it for you. It's
Right.
usually you work in uh, for a job that has 2, 3 thousand, 50,000 employees. You're in a group. You pick which retirement plan, and they invest all your money.
Right.
Let you go in there and change it. But most people, they throw their money in there and they let somebody else take care of their money for years, and they expect that when I retire, it's going to be right. And if
Right.
it's not, who can you blame? You trust
Exactly.
somebody else with your future. So it sounds to me with the crypto, you take a lot of that, I guess, guesswork or the
You take
responsibility.
control of your finances.
Exactly.
And that's the biggest thing. Like, yeah, I had a 401k when I was working, but I didn't know what it did, what it was, how could I diversify? How could I make sure that those investments are secure, right?
Right.
So then when everything started happening with the markets and people were seeing losses in their 401ks and you don't quite understand why, that's the hard part, right?
Exactly.
Like if I have a way that I can stop money from leaving, I want to be able to do that. But with a lot of the restrictions in being a part of a 401k and things like that, you don't have that flexibility.
Right.
So just being able to like consciously make decisions on what your money does and where your money goes and how long it stays there is very important.
So um, most I noticed that during the pandemic, a lot of us were in the house. We couldn't move, so uh, you have people that would usually go to the casino. They play so much a week or a day. People that would go to the club, spend a lot of money there, or shopping or whatever. You got multiple things that we spent our money on. But I noticed within the black community, um, a lot of us start going to the stock market and investing money,
Hmm.
uh, not actually knowing what we were doing, but going in it. Well, this looks good, or this. Yeah, I noticed this is gonna go back up. And when I say we, I know, me personally, I had a stock that I invested in, and a friend of mine, a coworker, said, "Well, before you buy it, go see what the price was going for
Yep.
in January." So I went back and I saw that it was, almost twice what it was going for at the time. Well, more than twice, more than triple what it was going for. So I went in, I bought some stock. It was like 34 cents. Um, in January of 2020, it was at like $7 or $8.
Mhm.
I went back in and bought it again at 80 cents a share. And I bought 120 something shares.
Mhm.
So altogether, I had like maybe $155 or whatever it is, which gave me, no, I had altogether, I had 155 shares. I'm sorry. When the company decided to restructure, they locked the market for their
Mhm.
stock. I woke up because they said the market was doing good. When I woke up, I went straight to, look at my stock. That stock has shot up from 80 cents to $19 a share.
Mhm.
So my gain was almost over $4,000.
Mhm.
So I wanted to sell and get out. Went to sell, it was still locked. The next day, I looked at the stock. It was back open for trade. But what they had did was they did, I guess, what you call a reverse split.
Mhm.
And instead of 155 shares, for every 75 shares, they gave me one share.
Mhm.
So it left me with two shares and some change.
Mhm.
So um, when get into crypto, are there things like that that happen, or are there safety measures?
So I've never seen a coin or anything get locked.
Hmm.
And one of the coins that you'll learn about would be stable coins.
Okay,
Stable coins are coins that don't fluctuate in price. So
gotcha.
say you have Bitcoin that you bought, Bitcoin shot up to a price that made your portfolio a little bit happy, right?
Right.
And you want to secure that happiness. What you would
Okay.
do is change that Bitcoin into a stable coin to keep that value. So
Got.
now, if Bitcoin drops down, you're not losing money. If Bitcoin goes up, you're not gaining money until you get back into Bitcoin. But you have a stable coin that you can sit in if you're not comfortable with the fluctuation of the market.
Gotcha. So, would you like to give us some more information on the school, or before we end this out, just tell me some things that you would want people to know um, about crypto and getting into the market and things like that.
Well, let's do three simple things, right?
Okay.
Number one is if you have questions, reach out. Please reach out on social media. I am literally Chrissy Pips on every social media platform. Okay. I answer questions because I understand that this is something new. It's not going anywhere. Cryptocurrency is the future of money, right? And
Gotcha.
that's becoming more and more apparent every day, right? So the first thing I'm gonna say is just to reach out because I understand that people have questions. It's new. The second thing is that the academy gives you 7 days to try out the service. And I teach more people in 7 days. Just the few things that I teach them in that 7 days is more than what people learn in an entire month paying for it at a school. Like, because I know Wayne State was doing it for like $3,000 for the semester. And just, I could teach you more in that 7 days than what they'll teach you in that first semester. So just having the academy and having something already structured that's already working, that already has people with success stories is very good. But having the ability to not completely commit and have that 7-day guarantee is there. And also, it's not a contracted commitment. You're paying month to month. So, as long as you're going month to month, it's perfectly okay. If you need to stop, you can. And then the third thing is I need everybody to really understand that one of the benefits of being on our team, and we call ourselves Team Takeoff, is that the leader of our team is one of the I Am Mastery Academy educators on the platform for cryptocurrency. Curtis Cobain Branch is a six-figure trader who is creating other six-figure traders and seven-figure traders. And if you're going to learn something, you might want to learn it from the best. And that's what I do. Okay? Don't take my word for it. It's definitely something that you need to come out and see for yourself.
What are some things that people should definitely know about the academy and cryptocurrency itself?
So, favorite thing to tell everybody about the academy is if you're going to learn something, learn it from people who do it, who have already seen success and who have created other successful people,
Okay,
right? Learn it
right.
from somebody who does it and knows what they're doing. And then as far as cryptocurrency, please read, like do the research, find out the answers to your questions because cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. It's definitely one of those situations where you don't want to be the last person to the party
Right.
because being an early adopter, like just as an example, our team was, or everybody who watches my mentor on the platform was able to take advantage of becoming an early adopter to one of the exchanges where we get coins from,
Okay.
right? As a result of us being early adopters, that exchange gave all of us 400 coins.
Wow.
When they gave us that 400 coins, it equated to about $1,400. They did that for 50,000 people, and about 1,000 of them are part of the company who were watching my mentor, Curtis Cobain Branch, on Go Live, who got a chance to take part in becoming an early adopter. So
Okay.
everybody who watches him just made $1,400 for doing what he said.
That was like he was doing the Ellen, or you get a car, you get a car,
Exactly.
keep that.
Yep.
So at minimum, if I wanted to get in to crypto, how much is enough to get in?
So there's no real enough because coins, like I have coins in my portfolio that are under a penny, right?
Okay.
I
Okay.
also have coins in my portfolio that are above $400 per coin. So what it is you pick your budget and you find things that fit within your budget with the understanding that you don't have to purchase a whole coin. You can get portions of it and build your way up to it.
Gotcha.
So if you wanted to get like one of the coins that I'm invested in right now, it's called Ethereum. It's $350 right now, I think.
Mhm.
If you don't have 350 to put into it, um, you can do cost averaging, right? So every paycheck you can put $30 in until you get a whole coin. And once you get a whole coin, every time the market moves, you get that benefit of getting the bigger movement. Whereas having a portion of the coin, you get a portion of that movement, right? So you can cost average your way in, or you can just buy things that are within your budget.
So within the crypto, um, when going into the market, and I want to call Pips, and I want to get the whole hookup. I want in the academy. I want to learn. Give us your contact information, so we know how to get in contact with you.
So reach out to me. I am Chrissy Pips on all platforms. So Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If you message me on any of these platforms, I will message you back. It does take a little time, but I do Money Market Mondays on my YouTube channel where I give out a trade of the week. You can drop a message there. I do the recap for the trade on my Instagram channel. You can go ahead because we do IGTV now since everybody's like into watching TV, right? So you can send a message there. You can reach out to me on Facebook. I am on Twitter, on Tumblr, but I'm Chrissy Pips on all platforms.
I'm gonna make sure I put your information in on the video. And I noticed on before we get out of here, I want a couple of things on Instagram. Now this is for my sisters out there. You usually see guys in the market doing this and trading and moving here and moving there. I saw a post you put up on Instagram, and it was like four sisters, and y'all was taking the pictures. So to the women out there, what would you say to them about crypto?
Listen, we make stuff happen, right? Especially the moms out there, single moms, right? Like we budget everything when we need to. Yeah, most of us have spending habits. I am one of them. But when I've needed to like budget something and get things on track, I've been able to do it with no issues. We have an entire organization called Rich Girls Trade that's part of our trade house. And it is nothing but successful women who trade. We
Wow.
do a Thursday night call every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Feel free to hop on those. They're usually on Facebook or on our website. And it's literally women from around the world showing their experiences, sharing their experiences, and encouraging other women. And that's something that not only we as a community, but we as a gender in general, right?
Right.
That's something that we really need to get into is just encouraging each other, patting each other on the back, and lifting each other up. And being part of Rich Girls Trade is definitely one of those things. If I'm having a bad day, I have an entire group of women that I can get advice from, that I can talk to. And we don't leave out the guys. It's called Rich Girls Trade, and rich guys do too. It's one big group with I think about 7,500 people in it right now.
Okay.
So there are communities of people waiting for you to join to help you get to where you need to go. Whatever your financial goal is, there's somebody that's going to help you get there or a group of people that are going to help you get there.
So also with that being said, and we talked about retirement with 401ks or IRAs, we have a portion of I would say, especially in the black community, we have our barbers, our beauticians, we have our um, restaurant owners, the nail shops, the nail techs. Uh, we have the people that work at the bar, the waitresses, and
Mm-hmm.
people that may not work at a job that has a retirement package. So for those that do not have a job that comes with a retirement package, how would crypto help them prepare for retirement?
I think for that specific demographic of people, entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs don't have savings accounts and don't have like stock portfolios and things like that to give them cushion when they get ready to retire. So if you are an entrepreneur, if you are out here making it happen, getting whatever you need done because you get up and go to work every day, this is a skill that you need because you won't be forced to trade your hours for dollars. And that at the end of the day, that's the best thing about being retired, right?
Right.
Is I don't trade my hours for dollars anymore. I retired a year ago. Like my birthday came, I said I wasn't going back to my 9 to 5. I haven't been back. I'm not going back. It will not happen.
So wait a minute. So what you telling me is you retired?
I retired at 35. I
So
just
I
turned
was gonna ask
36
the
this
age.
year.
I wanted to ask the age, but I wasn't gonna throw it out there. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes women can be like, so you
No.
retired at what?
35. So my goal is to help 100 people retire. I
Okay.
retired at 35. I started trading. I got like the basics down. I got my consistency down in that first year. I retired the second year, and this is literally what I do now. Every day, I figure out how much money my goal is, right? What percentage do I want to grow my portfolio by, right? And like just another one of the little the benefits to being on our team is we don't only trade crypto and foreign exchange. We trade something else called binary options,
Hmm.
which we call our sessions money in minutes. We
Okay.
take 3-minute trades. Like just if you're strapped for time, we trade 6 times a week live with each other. There are a group of us that call out trades for the team. We show you the structure, we show you the strategy. You can do it if you want to, but there's nothing like hopping on a call full of people, having fun, laughing and joking, and making money twice a day, right?
So if I'm whether I'm working a 9 to 5 or I'm cutting hair or if I'm in the kitchen frying up chicken and selling it off my food truck,
Mm-hmm.
crypto is not the to the point where it's going to hold me hostage where I can't do my job and still trade.
It's not going to hold you hostage because you do everything at your own pace on your own time frame. And one of the things that a lot of people have kind of backwards is you don't trade crypto to kind of get rid of your 9 to 5, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you have something that you're passionate about, I want to own a restaurant. I am trading so that I can build up the money so that I can open up my restaurant,
Okay.
right? If you don't have to take out loans, you have solid income coming in that pays your bills, and you have residual income coming in that you can save for those additional funds for building funds and electronics and kitchenware and all of that stuff. And you can pay your staff, right? Because when you first open up a business, you have to drive business there, you have to pay for marketing. But if
Right.
you have income coming in that pays all of your bills and pays for your business, it's easier for you to continue to do the things that you love because you
So,
don't have debt hanging over your head.
so crypto would be a good way also for those that are barbers, beauticians that are paying booth rent, or somebody that restaurant is maybe the building is not yours, but you're renting. This
Hmm.
would be a way for them to go from being renting a space to owning a space.
Exactly. Just this is another way where you can learn to finance your dreams, right? Whatever your goal is, whatever you're passionate about. If you love doing it, make money doing it, right? And I tell like some of the new people on my team, at the end of the day, if you have something that you love more than you love trading, beautiful. But do this so that that can keep going for you, you
Okay.
know?
So
Because
I'm
it
asking,
takes money to make money, right?
yes, and yeah, and scared money don't make money.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna ask you a personal question from
Hmm.
my point of view. Now we know what's going on in society as far as our people.
Hmm.
And in my mind, and I've talked to the wife about it, I have a plan that I want to move back to Africa,
Hmm.
either Ghana or Gambia. Now, in order to make that move, I can either do 10 more years at my job and script and save and keep an eye on my 401k and IRA.
Hmm.
Now, if I wanted to move earlier and I wanted, well, how can I say this? Would I be able to move and use crypto as a income where I wouldn't have to, get another job?
So you would be able to move, but I would say moving from country to country, trading foreign exchange would be a little bit better in that aspect. Crypto is going to make you money and you can live off of it. But if you're going to travel abroad, learn to make the money of the country that you're moving to.
Makes sense.
When we trade foreign exchange, I can move to any country in the world because I know how to make their money.
Gotcha. Wow, that's a powerful skill.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a powerful skill. So give me, and I swear we're gonna get out of here after we go through this. Give me some. Now that you brought that up, and I heard it at the beginning. I guess I didn't really catch it. Give us some information on the foreign exchange and how that works.
So just being here in Michigan, we live very close to Canada.
Okay,
If you've ever gone to Canada, you've had to change your US dollars into Canadian dollars, right? That process is foreign exchange.
gotcha.
Now, what we do as foreign exchange traders is if I took $100 over to Canada and I exchanged it and the exchange rate was really good, I would end up with like $120 in Canadian from my 100 from US.
Gotcha.
Now, as traders, I'm going to keep that 120 and I'm going to wait till it goes back up on the US side, switch the 120 back over, but not get 100. I want more than 100. So I'm going to wait till that exchange rate is in a profitable space. So we trade in the foreign exchange market to kind of make money off of money because it fluctuates daily. Now, and this is the $7.3 trillion a day market that we trade in. And crypto is just 1 trillion. So we don't leave any stones unturned on the team. We get all the bags.
You snatching all the bags.
Yes.
So now that you say that, that is one thing that I do look at when I look at moving into a different country is what the currency rate is.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe today, and on average, $1 American is worth 51 dollars in the Gambia in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
With that difference, how would that work in the foreign exchange? Is that it? I know it's good for anybody that's taking American money over there, but would
Mm-hmm.
that be good, or is that something that's you already getting enough out of it?
So, with the way that trading foreign exchange works, is that no matter what direction the money is going in, as far as the price, the fluctuation, we always make money. So, when you think of stocks, you have to buy a stock and then you have to sell it in order to profit, right? But with foreign exchange, we make profits on buying and selling. So, if I buy it as it goes up, I am getting the benefits of the price increasing. If I'm selling it as it goes down, I'm getting the benefits of the profits because it's decreasing. And then these markets are not open the same hours as the stock market. We open up Sunday night at 5 p.m. and it closes at about 5 p.m. on Friday. So that's what I'm saying. As far as trading foreign exchange, you have the ability to trade when you want to. And if you're trading cryptocurrency never closes.
Okay.
So you can trade that on weekends. When if you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and you see a good trade, take it. The market is open. It's ready for you when you're ready for it, right?
So you guys got the double barrel over there. Y'all got the crypto and the money exchange. Okay.
So
What
we trade foreign exchange, we trade cryptocurrency. Now, with cryptocurrency, it's actually 5. We trade cryptocurrency leveraged and non-leveraged. So non-leveraged means that you're not getting any money for like your money that you're putting in. If you put in $100, you're getting out $100, right? Now, leverage means if I put in $100, I can leverage it to make that $100 $1,000 and trade with 1,000. So that's the leverage side, right? So we trade foreign exchange, we trade crypto, leveraged and non-leveraged. We also trade binary options, and we do have like some team building stuff. We also have e-stores that will be opening up by the end of the year too. So that'll be 6 bags that we get from one place. So it's something for everybody here. Like I have people that just joined my team that don't want to trade foreign exchange. They want to know more about crypto, so they're learning, but they want to trade binary options with us. They want to hop on those 6 sessions a week and just push buy and sell.
so
And
out of
that works.
so out of the 6, I don't have to come in and learn about all six or do all six. I can take my time, pick one that best fits my personality, and work on that one, and then add more to my portfolio in time.
Right. However, there is a secret because my team is different. Secretly, we brainwash you to be able to use our strategy in every market.
Okay.
It works on Forex, crypto, and binary because we're not teaching you something specific to a market so much as we're teaching you something specific to trading. You learn how to find structure in the market. And if you can identify structure, you can identify where to enter and exit. And as we go through our trainings, you're going to learn how to enter and exit trades. And any screen that pops up with a chart on it, with a candle on it, you will be able to trade.
Wow.
Yeah, our stuff is like Frank's hot sauce. It works on everything.
You definitely given us a lot of angles to get the bag. Um, I would at this time I'd like to thank you for coming on Jay's Life Out Loud. You know I've been bugging you for a while to come on. I pray that the bags just keep rolling in for you. That I mean I'm proud of you. I mean that you say
Thank
you
you.
retired at 30.
35. Yeah, I just turned 36 in August, so it's been a little over a year now.
Wow! Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Well, anytime you want to come back, you are more than welcome. Like I said, at the end of this video, I'll put all her information for you guys that want to get in contact with her. But if you want to give your information, your contact information again, go ahead and blow it up.
Yes, I am Chrissy Pips on all social media. So the easiest thing, what I'll do is I'll drop all of my links to James so that he can put them in the description. It'll give you a direct link to Facebook, Instagram. The trading platform that we use is TradingView. You can follow me on there, but I'll send him all of that so you all can get in contact. And please do not be shy. Ask your questions because at the end of the day, the more you know about money, the more money you actually make because you make less mistakes. Okay.
Preach on it, amen. All right, until the next time.
All right. Bye.
See ya.